Do you hear that? No applause, no cheering, no validation, just silence. That's the sound of your life when you finally stop pretending. When the filters fade, the likes vanish, and you're left with nothing but you. Just you and the raw, unfiltered truth. The truth that your biggest problem isn't them. It's not the world, your parents, your boss, or even your circumstances. No, your biggest problem is you. No one wants to hear that. No one likes to admit it, because saying it's you sounds harsh. It sounds cruel. But let's stop sugarcoating things. You've spent too long blaming everyone else, too long pointing fingers, too long convincing yourself that the universe is conspiring against you. But no, it's not the universe. It's not fate. It's not bad luck. It's you. And deep down, you know it, don't you? No amount of excuses will ever change that. How many hours have you wasted convincing yourself tomorrow will be better? How many mornings have you woken up with big plans only to let laziness, fear, and self-doubt sabotage you by noon? How many nights have you laid in bed scrolling, numbing yourself to the reality you refuse to face? And why? Because it's easier to run, easier to hide, easier to tell yourself no one understands, easier to drown in distractions. But let me ask you this, no one understands? Or are you too afraid to let anyone truly see you? Look at yourself. Go ahead, look. Who is that? Do you even recognize them? Is that the person you dreamed you'd become when you were younger? Or is that a shadow of someone who settled for mediocrity, settled for excuses, settled for less? No, that's not who you wanted to be. That's not who you are meant to be. But it's who you've allowed yourself to become. You allowed it. No one forced you. No one held you back. No one sabotaged you. You did this. And until you accept that, nothing will change. You know what your biggest problem is? It's not that you're weak. It's not that you're incapable. It's not that life is too hard. No. Your biggest problem is that you say no to yourself far too often. No, I can't. No, I'm not good enough. No, it's too late. No, I'll fail. Every time you say no, you close the door on potential. You slam it shut on the person you're supposed to become. You've said no so many times that no has become your default. You've trained yourself to expect failure before you even try, and you wonder why nothing changes. You're not stuck because life is unfair. You're stuck because you've convinced yourself that you're stuck. You're not overwhelmed because there's too much to do. You're overwhelmed because you've spent more time avoiding the work than doing it. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you. No one's coming. No one's going to drag you out of bed. No one's going to chase your dreams for you. This is your fight, your battle. And you're losing to yourself. Why do you hesitate? Why do you hold back? Because of fear? Because of doubt? Because the voice in your head keeps whispering no? That voice, that cruel, relentless voice that says, you're not ready, you're not smart enough, you're not strong enough, you'll fail. Do you realize that voice isn't real? That voice is a liar, but you've let it control you. You've let it dictate your actions, your choices, your life. And now, here you are, stuck in the same cycle, trapped by the same lies. You want to break free? Then stop listening to the voice. Stop saying no. Start saying yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I'm scared, but I'll try anyway. Because here's the truth. You're not as powerless as you think. You're not as broken as you've convinced yourself you are. You're not stuck. You're just standing still. And the only way forward is to move. One step, one choice, one yes at a time. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. Stop waiting for the fear to disappear. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Just start. Start messy. Start scared. Start unsure. But start. Because every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you success. No one's going to live your life for you. This is your responsibility, your choice, your life. So, what's it going to be? Another day of excuses, another round of no, another year wasted? Or are you finally ready to take control? Are you ready to stop being your own biggest problem and start being your own solution? The choice is yours. It always has been. And it always will be. Your biggest problem is you. But so is your solution.